Hi, this is Jacqueline here with the Grow Program. Thank you for growing with me on today. Thank you for growing with me. Thank you for growing every day. Thank you for just growing in God. Thank you for just smiling the beautiful smile of faith every day. Thank you for just striving and trying. Even though you might be coming up on the rough side, thank you for just trying in God as you give God the glory. It's difficult, I understand, but to God be the glory for the whole story, for your story and my story, for the whole testimony as we grow. We may slip and fall, have slip-ups, but I'm going to tell you something, you can't give up. Keep on pressing on through the slip-ups. Keep on pressing on through the falls and the misfalls and the misfits, and everything that you go through that don't even try to fit. It don't make it. But I'm going to tell you something, you going to make it. Just keep on whatever you got to leave behind, huh? You may have to leave some stuff behind. You may have to put some stuff aside. But you got to keep growing in God, because one thing you can't do, you can't replace you. You can replace all kind of things. You can replace this, replace that, and you can have this and have that. You can miss that and miss this. You ain't got that. Well, you got this. Look over here. You got this. You got your life. You may not have that again. You may not have that no more. They may not even make that no more. You don't have it anymore. You had it, but you don't have it no more. I held on to it as long as I could, a box of Aunt Jemima pancake mix, because they said they wasn't making no more. I held on to that box, and that's the one box I didn't open. I wasn't going to open anymore. But you can only hold on to stuff for so long, honey. You didn't come in the world with stuff. This stuff come and go. You can get some more stuff. They make more. Where you got that from? They make some more of those. They make some other things. I understand your stuff is sentimental. It means a lot to you. My stuff was too. My stuff was very sentimental to me. It meant a whole lot to me. My son put that glass and glass table together. But when I came home, it was a yellow ribbon tie for me. But honey, that glass and glass table was gone bye-bye. I never saw it again. Brand new table, gone bye-bye. Everything. My stove, my beautiful stove with the grill in the middle. The one I used to brag on. I used to brag about that stove. I did a whole lot of baking and cooking on that stove. I did a lot of different things on that stove. I had to lay down and dream about stuff to cook on that stove. I love that stove so much. But honey, that stove left too. I'm telling you, he got rid of all of it. He did. It was a yellow ribbon, but nothing else. That was it. That was all that was left for me. And I had God carry me. God carried me through to that was the most difficult Thanksgiving I'd ever been through. I got out in September. Thanksgiving was in November. I'm struggling and scuffing, trying to get these appliances and different things back together and try to put together some kind of Thanksgiving meal. And then come to find out, Thanksgiving don't even mean all that to me anyway. I'm thankful to God every day. Thanksgiving is every day. I'm thankful every day. So Thanksgiving, God, I'm going to give you Thanksgiving on today as I sit down and eat my meal, and thank you for what I have to eat today. It may not be what I want, but it's nourishment. Something going to go in my body. It's going to fill me up, and it's going to make me sit back and give you the praise in the middle of it as I grow through, because I understand there's some other folks that are growing through, and they ain't growing through as good as I am. They growing through on a different level than I am. May not even understand the level that I'm on. Ain't never even seen the kind of world that I'm seeing. But see, I'm in a place right now, Lord, where you said in Philippians, you said be content in the state that you am. And that's what I'm going to be, Lord. I'm just going to go ahead and grow with the flow of God. I'm going to grow along with the beautiful plan that you got for me, God. See, because I've been doing my own thing, been messing up. Been tore up from the flow up. I'm think I got it going on. I ain't got nothing going on, because God, without you, I am nothing. God is love. See, the thing of it is, the evil is just out there. It's so relevant, but it want to be prevalent. It's just everywhere. It's prevalent and relevant, because see, some folks have just given in to evil. Some folks just say, I'm just going to go ahead and serve evil because that's all I see every day is evil. They don't see God because God works off in the distance. God works in the background. God works back here. God works in the heart on the inside. Just as some folks allow evil to use them, allow God to use you. Allow you to be the change. See, because we say, well, where is God at? God is within you. God is within each one of us to do the right thing. It's within each one of us. The Spirit of the Lord is within us. Would you sit back and think God just going to come as a magician, flip some stuff around? Yes, God can do it that way, honey. But God is going to work through you because it's up to us. It's up to us as we grow through every day, as we rise over this oppression, as we link up and lock up together as a people, as we come together, different skin, one love, one God who created us, different shades of brown, my African kings, my beautiful brothers. Look up. Keep your head to the sky. I'm telling you, look up. Keep your head to the sky. Keep your head up. You are a king, descendants of kings. We are. We are descendants of kings. We are all God's children. Each one of us are all God's children. Life began in Africa. Each one of us are all God's children. Wherever you happen to be, that's where you happen to be. That's where you happen to be growing. But I can tell you one thing, the bloodline down the line, it comes from Africa. That's where it comes from. It may came from over there. It may stop through right there. It may have paused right here, and it may have branched off up there. But then when you trace the bloodline back down the line, and we keep on going back down the line to the family tree, life began in Africa. Then people branched off in other different directions. That's how it went. And then colonization. And then we had the transatlantic slave trade that took Africans all over the world to build up the world for 400 years. And it was claimed in the Old Testament, my people shall go away for 400 years, and they shall rise with substance. They shall be oppressed, afflicted, but they shall come out with substance. Sow Love, here we grow. Grow is our substance. We are our substance. We are the reparations. As we sit back and hope, as I pray with Jamaica, as our eyes look towards Jamaica, as we hope and pray that some type of the wrongs will be righted, WRITED, be righted, and the people shall be paid reparations, because we need to address each atrocity that's happened to humankind, because no matter what race, we are all the human race. No matter what your race happen to be, they want to define you. You got to be defined. You got to be this. We got to break you down. We will break you down by your race, what you happen to be. Well, I'm African American, and I'm African first. The motherland has been slandered so that no one even wants to admit that that's where they're from. No, see, some people don't even want nothing to do with Africa. Don't even want to hear the word Africa. Don't say Africa. Africa. Don't say I ain't African. I'm not African. Yes, you are. Your bloodline down the line. Africans didn't just happen to be over here in the United States. When the United States was discovered, there were American Indians here. Those were the natives of the land. Yes, Africans did travel. They traveled around the world. You had Africans that traveled, that did different things. But there was colonization, and they came and they took Africans. They began to take them and enslave them. There wasn't no free Africans after that. Wasn't nobody free. They were enslaved. An atrocity that was so horrible that they can't even talk about it on TV. They can't even really tell the true story of what happened to Africans in slavery. Like taking locks and clamping their mouth shut so that they can't speak. They can't talk to one another in their language and how to break the chains and how to free themselves. Even though they broke the chain, they still weren't free. But what they have shown us is that we can also break the chain. We can also be free of the oppression that suppresses us, of the oppression of ourselves and that around us, the evil that's everywhere, the evil and hate of oppression. Just as the man was so moved by my son sharing a few pistachios that he began to cry. He sees such hate and evil in the world that it just shocked him to see from a young African man to share a few pistachios with him. And he ate those pistachios like they were the last pistachios he would ever eat. And he raved on and on about them and told my son, God bless you. Even though we were going over there on a useless trip, and I knew it was useless, but God told me go anyway. And that's the reason I went. Because a few pistachios lifted someone's life. Even though we went over there and it was for nothing. But that the trip was for something. Because my son took a few pistachios and it lifted someone's life on that bus. He'll never forget that. With tears in his eyes, thanking my son and telling my son, God bless you for some pistachios. Take a few pistachios, some seeds of love, and sow love all around you. Take a few pistachios and tell someone, I love you. God bless you. There's a pistachio, and it is a brown pistachio. And my grandbaby, he loves pistachios too. And he reminds me of a brown pistachio, because when you eat a brown pistachio, you really don't know when you eat a pistachio what flavor you're going to get. They all like different flavors. They're so delicious and they're so good for you. So I just called my grandbaby the brown pistachio, the little brown pistachio, little wooden pistachio. That's what he is, pistachio. He just sweet to me. Sweet, mild, and delicious. He gives me so much wisdom. I was talking to him about something today, and he told me, I asked him, I said, I need you to look me in my eye. I need you to look at me as I'm talking to you. He said, well, I see you with my eyes, but I hear you with my ears. I can hear you as you were talking to me. I hear you with my ears. This is just the way he talked. Children have wisdom. And as I was getting his attention earlier, he called on the name of the Lord. 8 years old, he walking down the hallway, and he just said, Jesus. He called on the name of the Lord. So when he called on Jesus, then I told him, glory be to God. I started praising God. I fell to my knees. My grandbaby calling on the name of the Lord to save him from his grandma. So his grandma leave him alone for the day. So that's what happened. He got blessed. And I'm leaving him alone for the day. He called on the name of the Lord. God by any name is still the same. No matter what we call God. We got a lot of names for God. Because God is on a lot of different doctrinations and inclinations. We've put God there. We've put God in a lot of different places. Places God shouldn't even be. God is supposed to be in the heart. God is love. Sow love everywhere. Sow love here and there. Sow love to and fro. Sow love as you grow. Sow love in your marriage. Keep people out your marriage, but put God in it. Keep people out your marriage, but put God in it. Didn't nobody stand up there with y'all when you was taking your vows? Wasn't nobody up there but the pastor, you, your spouse, and God. Wasn't nobody else standing up there marrying you together. It's just you and your spouse. So that's all you need in your marriage. You and your spouse work it out between you and God. Do the right thing. Do what's in front of you. See, that's key right there. Do the right. That's what's hard to do. It's hard to do the right thing. But let me tell you something. If you don't do the right thing, then the wrong thing gonna follow. Do the right thing, and the right thing shall follow. Do what's in front of you and do the right thing. Sow love as you grow. That's how you're going to get over. That's how you're going to overcome. Next thing you're going to know, you're going to sit and look back. What happened? God, how I get out of that? You grow. It's time to grow. It's God's time to grow. It's God's time to rise. It's God's time to sow. It's God's time to flow. Grow with the flow of God on this highway of life. I'm going to tell you, life is a highway. I want to drive it all day and all night in God. But I'm going to put God over all, so God shall be over all in me. God is the conductor on this train. I'm telling you, I'm just here steering. God is the conductor. God is conducting me. I'm conducted by the heart. The heart is of love. God is on the inside. So you have to trust. You have to trust the process as you grow in God. Trust the process as you sow in God. See, because you represent God each and every day. You are a representation of God. Put on your Sunday best. Go out there and represent. So you're going to sow love. You ain't going to add fuel to the fire because we burning down here. Under the fires of oppression, the spiritual warfare out there is everywhere. Evil and hate. You ain't got to be bothered nobody. Along comes somebody. Along comes something. Here comes some evil this way. Here comes some coming this way. Head your way. Watch out. Get back. Prepare for the worst, but hope for the best. You got to pray and hope for the best. Keep hope alive. God is our hope. If you give up hope, then you're helpless. You can't be helped because you're hopeless. You don't believe it. You lost hope. Don't lose hope. God is here. Don't lose hope. God is in the atmosphere. Love is here. Change you. Be the change and change around you. Start with you. Begin with you. Start with you. Start fixing you. Start fixing some stuff around you. Straighten up. Get straightened up before I'm telling you, before you go the other way. We got to look at ourselves, honey. We do. Now, I'm going to tell you something. Tough love is tough love. Tough love is love tough. It's tough love. It is. Tough love is tough love. Love tough. It is. It's just tough love. And you got to give it like it is. It is what it is, but it ain't going to be, honey. We growing. See, I had to take it like that, too. I did. When I threw in the towel and was ready to turn around, the spirit of the queen rose up within me. What kind of condemnation? What kind of what would you face if you turned your back on the human race? If I gave up and didn't grow and just said, I'm done, I don't want to do this no more. I see all the oppression of the world. I see all the evil, hate, the greed everywhere, child abuse. People taking it out on innocent babies who ain't got nothing to do with nothing, who ain't done nothing to nobody, but you don't take it out on a baby. That's how low you go. You take it out on a child who can't do nothing for themselves, and you know this, but you just gonna take the oppression out on them. And that I don't understand. It's some things that we can't understand. And some things is not meant for us to wrap our heads around and try to understand and try to comprehend. It's some things, it's just evil. It's just so many levels of evil, and then the evil just go, and the evil just go, and the evil just go, and the evil just go. And then some people go because people are allowing evil to use them. That's what's happening. People are being used by evil. Just sit back and look at them. Wow, they let evil use them like that. Then what happened to them? They just went crazy. See, they let evil use them. But let God, sit back, allow God, let go and let God. Go over there and grab your people up. Get your folks and grab them up and tell them to grow. See, because these people got people. You see some different things. You have to step in. It takes a village to raise a child. And see, we all still children of God. So we all got to give an account. We all here down here in the village, under oppression. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. It's out there. But just keep on walking in the power of God. God is around you. God is carrying you. God is protecting you. Meditate on what you're going to do. Put it out there to the Lord what you want to do. And God going to set the way. See, because God got the beautiful plan anyway. God already knows the plan. You may not know. You don't know. See, God knows. I didn't know when I was a bus driver that I was going to wind up being a speaker. I'm sitting up there being quiet, driving the bus, trying to concentrate on the road, defensive driving. You don't open up the door at the railroad crossing. Yeah, I was stopping in my car. That stuff sticking your head. I was stopping, pausing in my car at the railroad crossing, realizing I ain't got to do that. Keep on rolling on. You ain't in the bus. That stuff it's drilled in you. Defensive driving, so defensive living. Defensive driving, defensive living. Get out there on the defense and sow love. Get out there on the defense, sow love all around you, see, because that's how you're going to get the breakthrough. Some stuff going to be still around you. Peace be still. That's what you want. Peace be still. Well, take some love with you. Take some peace with you and be still. Take some peace over there and stop cutting up and clowning with them folks like that. Go over there and sit down and talk and have a conversation. Y'all talk about some things, get some stuff straightened out. Use wisdom. Greatness reached over oppression through wisdom. Yeah, I get on the road for God. I didn't know that either. When I was sitting up there in that bus seat, I didn't know that. But, God knows. God knows the beautiful plans he had. God told me, Jeremiah 29:11. God told me, and God telling me, Jeremiah 29:11. God knows. And you have a purpose-driven life. Stop doing you and start allowing God to do you. Greatness reached over oppression through wisdom all over the world. God bless you as you grow.